Imagine a world where horse-drawn carriages are replaced by steam-powered locomotives, where the slow pace of life is suddenly accelerated by the chugging of engines and the hiss of steam. This was the dawn of a new era, a time when the old ways of transportation were being revolutionized, paving the way for faster, more efficient means of travel, where handcrafting gives way to mass production. Artisans who once took pride in their meticulous, handcrafted goods found themselves competing with machines that could produce items at a fraction of the time and cost. This shift not only changed the way goods were made, but also who made them and how they were distributed. The Industrial Revolution didn't just change industries, it transformed entire empires. The landscapes of cities were altered forever, with towering factories and sprawling industrial complexes becoming the new norm. These changes were not just physical, but also deeply economic and social, affecting every aspect of life. But how did this monumental shift shape the world we live in today? To understand this, we need to delve into the intricate ways in which the Industrial Revolution influenced global power structures, economies, and societies. It was a period of profound change that set the stage for the modern world. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm diving deep into the impact of the Industrial Revolution on empires around the globe. We'll explore the far-reaching consequences of this era, from the rise of new economic powers to the social upheavals that reshape societies. So buckle up as we journey through history. From economic shifts to social upheaval, I'll explore how this era of innovation redefined power dynamics and influenced the course of history. The Industrial Revolution was not just about machines and factories, it was about the people who lived through these changes and the lasting impact on their lives and their nations. Before the Industrial Revolution, most empires relied on agrarian economies, where agriculture was the backbone of society. Fields and farms were the primary sources of wealth and sustenance, and the rhythms of life were dictated by the seasons and the harvests. However, as the 18th century progressed, technological advancements began to emerge. Innovations like the steam engine and mechanized looms started to change the way goods were produced, leading to increased efficiency and productivity. These inventions were the harbingers of a new industrial age. The challenge was clear: how could empires adapt to these changes without losing their grip on power? Leaders and policymakers were faced with difficult decisions as they navigated the transition from traditional agrarian economies to industrial powerhouses. The stakes were high and the outcomes were uncertain. The introduction of machinery and factories posed a threat to traditional ways of life, leading to significant social and economic challenges. Workers who had once relied on their skills and craftsmanship found themselves displaced by machines, and entire communities had to adapt to the new industrial landscape. By the mid-19th century, the Industrial Revolution was in full swing. Factories were bustling with activity, and the pace of production had accelerated to unprecedented levels. This period marked a turning point in history, as the old ways of life were rapidly being replaced by new industrial norms. In Britain, the heart of this transformation, we saw the rise of factories, which not only increased production but also created a massive workforce. These factories became the engines of economic growth, driving innovation and prosperity. However, they also brought new challenges and complexities. This shift led to urbanization, as people flocked to cities in search of jobs. The migration from rural areas to urban centers created bustling metropolises, but it also led to overcrowding, poor living conditions, and new social dynamics that had to be managed. However, this rapid change came with its own set of problems: poor working conditions, child labor, and environmental degradation. The dark side of industrialization revealed itself in the form of exploitation and pollution, prompting calls for reform and better regulations. The key moment came when reform movements began to emerge, challenging the status quo and advocating for workers' rights. These movements were crucial in bringing about changes that improved working conditions and established labor laws that protected workers from exploitation. This was a turning point that would shape the future of labor laws and social policies. The efforts of these early reformers laid the groundwork for the labor rights we enjoy today. highlighting the importance of social justice in the face of economic progress. In summary, the Industrial Revolution was a double-edged sword for empires. It brought about incredible advancements and opportunities, but it also posed significant challenges and required careful navigation to avoid the pitfalls of rapid industrialization. While it brought about unprecedented economic growth and technological advancement, it also highlighted the need for social reform and adaptation. The balance between progress and equity became a central theme of this era, shaping the policies and practices of future generations. Empires that embraced these changes were able to thrive, while those that resisted faced decline. The ability to adapt to new technologies and social dynamics became a key determinant of success in this new industrial age. The legacy of this era continues to influence our modern world, shaping economies and societies in ways we are still grappling with today. The Industrial Revolution set the stage for the modern economic landscape, and its impacts are still felt in our daily lives. If you found this exploration of the Industrial Revolution's impact on empires fascinating, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more historical insights. Your support helps us bring more content like this to you. Share this video with friends who love history, and let's keep the conversation going. The more we discuss and learn from the past, the better we can understand our present and shape our future. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think was the most significant impact of the Industrial Revolution on empires? Was it the economic growth, the social change, or perhaps the technological advancements that had the most lasting effect? Was it economic growth, social change, or something else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's discuss. Your insights and perspectives are what make this community vibrant and engaging. In this chapter, we will delve deeper into the technological advancements that fueled the Industrial Revolution. Imagine a world where the steam engine becomes the beating heart of progress, powering everything from locomotives to factories. The steam engine, invented by James Watt, revolutionized industries by providing a reliable source of power, enabling unprecedented levels of production and efficiency. But the steam engine was just the beginning. Another groundbreaking invention was the spinning jenny, created by James Hargreaves. This multi-spindle spinning frame drastically increased the amount of yarn that could be produced, transforming the textile industry and setting the stage for mass production. These technological marvels were not just isolated inventions, but part of a broader wave of innovation that swept across industries. The mechanized loom, for instance, automated the weaving process, allowing for faster and more consistent production of fabrics. This revolution in textile manufacturing had a ripple effect, leading to the growth of related industries such as dyeing, printing, and clothing. Key inventors like Richard Arkwright, who developed the water frame, and Samuel Crompton, who invented the spinning mule, played pivotal roles in this transformative era. Their contributions not only advanced technology, but also spurred economic growth, creating new job opportunities and fostering the development of industrial towns and cities. The impact of these technological advancements extended far beyond the borders of individual empires. They facilitated global trade, allowing goods to be produced on a scale never before seen and distributed across continents. This interconnectedness helped to establish the global economy we recognize today. However, it's important to remember that these innovations also brought about significant challenges. The rapid pace of technological change often outstripped the ability of societies to adapt, leading to social upheaval and economic disparities. The rise of machines displaced many skilled workers, and the new industrial landscape required different skills and labor practices. In summary, the technological advancements of the Industrial Revolution were the driving force behind the transformation of industries and the growth of empires. They laid the groundwork for modern industrial society, shaping the economic and social structures that continue to influence our world today. If you found this deep dive into the technological innovations of the Industrial Revolution enlightening, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more historical explorations. Share your thoughts in the comments below about which invention you think had the most profound impact on history. Let's continue to unravel the threads of our past to better understand the fabric of our present and future. Economic impact of the Industrial Revolution. This chapter will focus on the economic changes brought about by the Industrial Revolution. We'll examine how the shift from agrarian economies to industrial economies affected trade, commerce, and the overall economic landscape of empires. Additionally, we'll discuss the rise of capitalism and its implications for global economic systems. The Industrial Revolution marked a pivotal shift in the way economies functioned. Before this era, most economies were primarily agrarian, relying heavily on agriculture and manual labor. However, with the advent of new technologies and industrial practices, economies began to transform at an unprecedented rate. Factories became the new epicenters of economic activity, leading to the decline of traditional agrarian economies. One of the most significant economic changes was the rise of mass production. Factories, powered by innovations like the steam engine and mechanized looms, enabled the production of goods on a scale never before seen. This mass production led to a surplus of goods, which in turn drove down prices and made products more accessible to a broader population. The increased availability of goods fueled consumerism and stimulated economic growth. Trade and commerce also underwent a dramatic transformation. The ability to produce goods in large quantities meant that empires could engage in international trade on a much larger scale. This interconnectedness facilitated the exchange of not just goods but also ideas and technologies, further accelerating economic development. Ports and trade routes became bustling hubs of activity, connecting distant corners of the world in a global network of commerce. The Industrial Revolution also saw the rise of capitalism as the dominant economic system. The shift from agrarian to industrial economies required significant capital investment in machinery, factories, and infrastructure. This need for capital gave rise to new financial institutions and practices such as banks, stock exchanges, and joint stock companies. Entrepreneurs and investors played a crucial role in driving economic growth, seeking profits through innovation and expansion. However, the economic changes brought about by the Industrial Revolution were not without their challenges. The rapid industrialization led to significant social and economic disparities. While some individuals and businesses amassed great wealth, many workers faced harsh conditions, low wages, and job insecurity. The rise of factories often meant the decline of traditional crafts and trades, leading to unemployment and social unrest. Moreover, the concentration of economic power in the hands of a few led to the emergence of monopolies and trusts, which could manipulate markets and stifle competition. This unequal distribution of wealth and power raised important questions about the role of government and regulation in the economy. In summary, the economic impact of the Industrial Revolution was profound and far-reaching. It transformed agrarian economies into industrial powerhouses, revolutionized trade and commerce, and laid the foundation for modern capitalism. While it brought about significant economic growth and development, it also introduced new challenges and disparities that continue to shape our world today. If you found this exploration of the economic impact of the Industrial Revolution insightful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more in-depth historical analyses. Share your thoughts in the comments below about how you think the economic changes of this era have influenced our modern world. Together, let's continue to uncover the economic threads of our past to better understand the tapestry of our present and future. As we delve deeper into the Industrial Revolution, it's crucial to understand its profound social impact. This era didn't just reshape economies, it transformed the very fabric of society, altering the lives of millions. Urbanization was one of the most visible changes. People flocked to cities in search of employment in the burgeoning factories. This mass migration led to the rapid expansion of urban areas, but it also brought about significant challenges. Overcrowded and unsanitary living conditions became the norm for many working-class families. The infrastructure of these rapidly growing cities struggled to keep up with the influx of new residents, leading to a host of public health issues. The labor practices of the time also saw dramatic shifts. The factory system introduced a new way of working, characterized by long hours, repetitive tasks, and strict supervision. Unlike the agrarian lifestyle, which offered some degree of flexibility, factory work was regimented and often dehumanizing. Workers, including women and children, were subjected to grueling conditions for meager wages. Child labor in particular became a grim hallmark of the Industrial Revolution, with young children toiling in dangerous environments for little pay. These harsh realities gave rise to social challenges that could not be ignored. Poor working conditions and the exploitation of labor sparked outrage and led to the formation of labor movements. Workers began to organize, advocating for their rights and demanding better conditions. Strikes and protests became common as laborers fought for fair wages, reasonable hours, and safer workplaces. These movements were instrumental in bringing about social reforms and labor laws that would shape the future of work. The social changes and challenges of the Industrial Revolution were complex and multifaceted. While it was a time of innovation and progress, it was also a period of significant hardship for many. The struggles faced by the working class highlighted the need for social justice and paved the way for future reforms. As we reflect on these social transformations, it's essential to recognize the resilience and determination of those who fought for change. Their efforts laid the groundwork for the labor rights we often take for granted today. If you found this exploration of the social impact of the Industrial Revolution insightful, please like the video and subscribe for more in-depth historical analyses. Share your thoughts in the comments below about how you think the social changes of this era have influenced our modern world. Together, let's continue to uncover the social threads of our past to better understand the tapestry of our present and future. As we move forward in our exploration of the Industrial Revolution, it's essential to consider its environmental consequences. This era of unprecedented industrial growth brought about significant environmental changes, many of which continue to affect us today. The rise of factories and the surge in production contributed to widespread environmental degradation. Dense smoke from coal-powered factories filled the air, leading to severe air pollution that choked cities and their inhabitants. Rivers and streams, once sources of clean water, became dumping grounds for industrial waste, turning them into toxic waterways. One of the most noticeable impacts was the drastic change in land use. Forests were cleared to make way for factories, railroads, and expanding urban areas. This deforestation led to the loss of natural habitats and a decline in biodiversity. The relentless pursuit of resources to fuel industrial growth resulted in overexploitation of natural landscapes, altering ecosystems irreversibly. These environmental challenges did not go unnoticed. As the negative impacts of industrialization became more apparent, early environmental movements began to take shape. Visionaries and activists started advocating for cleaner air, safer water, and the preservation of natural landscapes. These early efforts laid the groundwork for the modern environmental movement, emphasizing the need for sustainable practices and conservation. The environmental consequences of the Industrial Revolution serve as a stark reminder of the cost of unchecked industrial progress. They highlight the importance of balancing economic growth with environmental stewardship. As we continue to navigate the challenges of our modern world, the lessons from this era are more relevant than ever. If you found this examination of the environmental impact of the Industrial Revolution thought-provoking, please like the video and subscribe for more insightful historical content. Share your thoughts in the comments below about how you think the environmental lessons from this era can inform our current efforts to protect the planet. Together, let's continue to explore the past to better understand and shape our future. As we conclude our journey through the Industrial Revolution, it's crucial to reflect on its global influence and enduring legacy. The transformative changes that began in Britain soon spread to other parts of the world, forever altering the trajectory of modern economies and societies. The innovations in manufacturing, transportation, and communication transcended borders, laying the foundation for the interconnected global economy we know today. Factories and mass production techniques were adopted worldwide, fueling economic growth and urbanization in places far beyond Europe and North America. The Industrial Revolution was a catalyst for globalization, enabling the exchange of goods, ideas, and culture on an unprecedented scale. This era also sparked significant technological advancements, from the steam engine to the telegraph, which continue to inspire modern innovations. Moreover, the social reforms that emerged in response to industrialization's challenges have left a lasting impact. Labor rights, public health initiatives, and education reforms were born out of the need to address the inequalities and hardships faced by the working class. These reforms laid the groundwork for more equitable societies and continue to influence contemporary social policies. As we navigate the complexities of our modern world, the lessons from the Industrial Revolution remain relevant. They remind us of the potential for human ingenuity to drive progress, but also of the need for mindful stewardship of our resources and equitable distribution of the benefits of innovation. If you found this exploration into the global influence and legacy of the Industrial Revolution insightful, please like the video and subscribe for more content that delves into the pivotal moments of history. Share your thoughts in the comments below on how the legacy of the Industrial Revolution shapes our world today. Together, let's continue to uncover the past to better understand and shape our future.